This video series is brought to you by the ASU Writing Center within the Academic Support Network. Thank you for joining me as we discuss reading assignment descriptions and brainstorming strategies. This second video will discuss types of assignments. Let's get started. There are three genres or types of assignments that academic writing most often fall into. The first is expository. These assignments ask the student to explore the topic from an objective point of view. This may also be when a student is asked to explain someone else's argument. Typical types of expository papers are text analyses or research papers. The second genre is argumentative. These assignments ask the student to take a stance on the topic. This requires the student to craft their argument around their evidence-centered opinion. Typical types of argumentative papers are theses, proposals, some research papers, and literature reviews. The last genre is reflective. These assignments ask the student to discuss a topic through a personal lens or how they felt about or experienced a text, event, movie, etc. Typical types of reflective papers are an op-ed, a letter, or a personal essay. Let's look at an example of a prompt or assignment description and see if we can determine the genre. Humanity has been obsessed with the idea of artificial intelligence, AI, for decades. From the 1927 German film Metropolis to the modern-day Westworld, humans have weighed the pros and cons of creating consciousness. In your studies from this course and your own research, argue whether or not science should continue to pursue creating artificial life. Now remember what we learned in the previous video, understanding the prompt. It can be helpful to look at verbs and nouns to better understand your assignment. This technique can also help us determine the genre. Let's read through this prompt once more, highlighting verbs and nouns. Humanity has been obsessed with the idea of artificial intelligence for decades. The nouns here are humanity and artificial intelligence. The verbs are obsessed, but this verb does not apply to the writer in this situation. Rather, it applies to humanity. Therefore, it's not going to affect your genre. From the 1927 German film Metropolis to the modern-day Westworld, humans have weighed the pros and cons of creating consciousness. The nouns here are Metropolis, Westworld, humans, pros and cons, and consciousness. These nouns help us better understand the topic you'll be writing about. The verbs are weighed and creating. Again, these verbs are not applied to the writer in this situation and therefore do not affect the genre of your assignment. Finally, in your studies from this course and your own research, argue whether or not science should continue to pursue creating artificial life. The nouns here are studies, research, science, and artificial life. The verbs are argue and pursue creating. Argue is a verb that applies to the writer in this situation. Therefore, it helps you determine your genre. This highlighting strategy is something you can do on your own with descriptions to help you make sure you're identifying all of the elements necessary. We have identified many nouns that relate to your topic and different ways you can investigate it. We have also determined your main goal is to argue, so you are writing an argumentative essay. Now that we know what genre you will be writing in, we can come back to this description and apply it to your assignment. You can also do this with other genres by looking up definitions and examples. For your argumentative essay, you're going to take a stance on the topic. You're going to craft an argument around an evidence-centered opinion. There are many different kinds of genres for writing, outside the most common essay types we showed earlier. We have genres like literature reviews, which survey research, or an annotated bibliography, which discusses the importance of each source to your topic. We have genres like lab reports, which are quite different from a traditional essay. And we have genres like memos or marketing plans, which are forms of business communication. You may encounter all of these genres throughout college. Most importantly, you want to pay attention to what is being asked of you in the prompt by looking at the nouns and verbs, and seek examples or definitions of these genres if your instructors don't provide them. Here are some tips that can help you navigate these different genres. Genres are complex and changing. Two pieces from the same genre can still look different. Questioning the genre to better understand its purpose can help you meet its requirements. What purpose does this genre serve? What are the features of this genre? How do its particular generic features serve its purpose? Whose interests does this genre serve? How is this genre similar to and different from other text genres? What creative variations on this genre are likely to enhance its effectiveness? Which ones will be inappropriate and therefore ineffective? Always find a model. Learning about a genre from a model or example that executes the genre successfully is very helpful. Your instructor may have models they can share if you reach out to them. But remember, two pieces from the same genre can look different. You don't have to copy the model or example you see. Rather, you can question it to determine the purpose and features of the genre, and then make it your own. Let's conclude this second video with types of assignments takeaways. The assignment description will show you what genre you are meant to write in. There are a variety of genres across courses, and to better understand your genre, you should ask questions and look for definitions or examples. If you have questions about anything we covered in this video, our online study hub is a great place to post questions and get a tutor response. If you would like to continue learning about this topic, you can find resources that explain different genres on our online study hub, which can be found at the bottom link. Thank you for joining us to discuss types of assignments, and we hope to see you in our next segment discussing reading rubrics. Thank you.